thanks for joining me. It's Morag here, and today I will be using the amazing October kits to create a layout, and I shall also be creating with the new die sets and these leaf dies to create a layout for the mood board. And as you can see, it's very autumnal and perfect for the October kits. Now it's confession time. I was inspired by the threads in the mood board, so I would do some sewing, and I'm going to make a title that is partly sewn and partly using the big chipboard pieces that came in the embellishment kit. Unfortunately, my video didn't record. So off camera, I have pricked holes using that template which I printed out in a Word document. And I've just simply pricked holes and then backstitched all the way around the sew letters. And also on that piece of video is where I coloured in the chipboard title, and I've simply rubbed Distress Oxide ink in Victorian Velvet over the top of the chipboard. So I've got a nice dusty pink kind of colour. And I'm using one of the stamp sets that came in one of the kits, I think about 3 months ago, so in the summer. I'll put the link below anyway. And I love how this has turned out because it's given it a very vintage distress feel. And I've just simply added some of that text stamping here and there over the top of the title. So my title now reads So Thankful. I don't know if you can see that. And I'm scrapping some photos from a pumpkin patch for a friend. And the grandson is so cute, sat on top of some pumpkins. So perfect for this kit. So the dies that are available now in the shop, there's a new release each month and they're great value for money, and I absolutely love the current month's die set. Again, you'll find all the links below in the description, and I love the little bulldog clip style dies because to me that means I can thread something into the top of that photo there. So you'll see later on that I've threaded some twine through there. And I'm going to have a cluster that goes down the right hand side of the page there. So I'm just picking out some of the die cut pieces from the main kit. And there's just so many things to choose from. I've also fussy cut some of the leaves from a paper or 2 papers in the main kit. So some leaves and some flowers. But I don't actually use the flowers on this particular layout. They'll just be saved for my next one. So just while I'm thinking about embellishing, I'm going to mount the chipboard title. So this was in the October embellishment kit, and in the pack you'll find several large chipboard titles in a plain white, and then you can alter those then to suit your project, which was rather fun. Because I've used a watercolour ink, the Distress Oxide, just to get it to key a little bit better. And unfortunately it didn't record. I just used a file, a bit of sandpaper just to take some of the edge off the chipboard. Just go very lightly though, just because you want to just give it a little bit of a key so that the ink will stick to the chipboard. So as I say, I am sucker for those little bulldog clip things, and I'm threading some pink twine through that, which I will draw across the page at some point. So I love that pretty flower frame, and so I get 2 of them. I've cut it in half and used one piece at the top and one underneath. And I want to make a section here to have some leaves poking out. Oh, it was very difficult to cut that piece of paper off. I was really, had to take a deep breath. It's so pretty, that plaid paper. I just absolutely love it. And my idea is to use some of the vellum leaves that we get in the, I think it's in the embellishment kit, and some of the leaves I've fussy cut from one of the papers. And I'm just going to have those poke out from the left-hand edge there. In case you've not caught one of my videos before, let me tell you, I absolutely adore autumn goodies. I probably don't have that many autumn photos myself, but there is just something divine about autumn goodies because of the rich colours. I love, 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 love leaves. And I know you get them all year round, but I think autumn just gives me an excuse to have more leaves on everything. So for the past month, I have made the most of just the upcoming season and really thoroughly enjoying myself. So I can't decide what to do with that twine just yet. In the end, I do have it kind of, as I say, draping over to the left-hand side. In my mind, I wanted, how the leaves, flurry about in the wind. So that's the kind of effect I wanted to create with that. So in the main kit this month, we've got some beautiful crochet hearts. Absolutely stunning. There are two sides to the hearts because they are real crocheted hearts. So you'll find there's a front and a back. And then when you turn it to the front, as you can see here, you do get that little edge, which is really so pretty. And I go backwards and forwards, but I'm just trying to create some texture under that edge there. And I've just got a bit of bandage material, which is really just very fine gauze kind of material. And that would just give me that little bit of extra texture underneath. It'll be very subtle. So I'm just trying to decide where to put everything. It did take me a little while to do the title. I think it took me a good 40 minutes, I think, to sew the sew. But the rest of it came together very quickly after that. So just choosing some layers. Now you see the skeleton maple leaf there. That is from the leaf die set this month. And it's a genius die because you get the skeleton piece on top, and then you get the reverse side of that, or the back of that as well. So you can layer them together to make a pretty leaf with the veins, or in my case, just use the skeleton bit because it is so detailed and fine. It's just really, really pretty. And I think with dies, I think the thing to bear in mind really is once you've got them, you've got them forever. You'll use them again and again. And I think good architectural dies are, just so useful. So definitely worth the extra investment to, have those in your stash. So now to fiddle around with that twine. So I've just used a little paper clip and threaded it through the paper clip there, and that just kind of puts it in the right direction and makes it look as though it's doing something. But in the end, I will need to stick it down, so I just use a little dab of glue to keep it in place. Oh, those cardstock stickers from the embellishment kit are just so pretty. So I thought I'd just use one of the little tiny banners there under that paper clip. Give it a reason. Oh, and then I'll spend 10 minutes faffing around with that twine. It's very subtle, but I think in real life when you see it, it does give it a nice little, a little bit of detail and a bit of flow for the leaves to flurry about. So it's worth fiddling around. And I fussy cut some very tiny leaves out of that pattern paper. In fact, they were a cluster of leaves, kind of like in a sprig, but I just cut the bits off in between, because it was quite tricky to cut, but it gave me some little tiny leaves which were very cute. There is also a tiny leaf, which is that little pink one there, that came in the die set, so that's worth it on its own in my book. Oh, and fantastic wooden embellishments this month. They're really good quality, really smooth, very detailed. So I just had to pop one onto my cluster at the bottom there. I'd forgotten about them, to be honest, and then discovered them in the pile. So if you get the main kit or the embellishment or the Pocket Life kit, it is certainly worth considering the embellishment kit, because in my opinion you always get so much in the embellishment kit each month, and you do get a discount if you are a main kit or a Pocket Life kit subscriber. So definitely great value for money. And to be honest, I don't actually buy many other supplies. I just rely on the hit kit for all my goodies. So off camera, I did add a few little bits and pieces, like the pearls there that you can see. I think it just has that delicate touch. I added a couple more stickers, I think, and just stuck some of the leaves down. I really hope you've enjoyed this layout. And the mood board is open all month, so you have to November the 30th to enter for a chance to win $25 to spend in the shop. You just need to upload your layout to the post in the group before November 30th for a chance to win. So I'll see you there. Take care now. Bye.